Okay, hello and welcome. So here today I'm gonna be talking about dark side betting in craps. Um, so most people usually when they play craps they tend to, you know, play the pass line, which means when the puck is off, you can play the pass line, and if if a 7 or 11 comes up, you win right away. Um, or if you get one of these numbers that's called a point, and you have to um, have that number come up again before a 7 comes up in order to win. Then, so when you get one of these numbers, the puck will turn to the on position. It'll go on one of these, and if you hit the number again before a 7 comes up, then you win. Well, being a dark side better means you're doing the opposite of this. You're betting the don't pass. So if the 7 or 11 comes up, you lose right away. But then if one of these numbers comes up, one of these points comes up, then in order for you to win, a 7 has to come up before one of these numbers comes up again. And now the thing about that is, if you look at the odds of what's going to come up, or like what comes up most often, these are the different possible dice combinations. And as you can see, there's more ways to make a 7 than there is any other number. So uh, the 7 is the most likely to come up, which means that if you can just get past the initial pass, you know that's like one roll, right? If you can get past that without hitting a 7, then you can, and one of these points comes up, then once you're in the situation where one of these points has to be made, you're much more likely to win because 7 is going to come up more often than any other number. So it makes, more sense when you're playing craps to be a dark side better, to be betting on the don't. And just like, okay, here, the don't pass is you play this when the puck is in the off position. Now, there's also don't come, which is the opposite of come. And the come and the don't come are just like the pass and the don't pass, except that you can only play them when, after the pass or the don't pass has already been played and now the puck is in the on position. Then you can bet on don't, on the don't or the come. So when you bet don't pass and don't come, that means that you're a dark side better. You're betting basically against the roller. You know, you're betting that what you're saying, what you're betting is you're betting that the point's not going to be made, that you're not going to, pass, as it were. And then when you make these bets, whether it be passing or don't passing or come or don't come, there's a what they call the odds. So like first you make the bet, and then the roll comes, and then you can place the odds bet out. So like here, this is why I like this simulator. I'm at the wizardofodds.com, and it shows you here the green means yeah I can make this bet right now, and red means no I can't make that bet. So this is like the don't pass. So I can make that bet right now. The puck's in the off position. The red, this little line here is the don't pass odds, and I can't make that right now because first I have to make the don't pass bet, and then they have to roll the dice, and then you have to see whether or not a point is made, and then you can, if there's a point made, you can place your odds bet, and that's you know where you would make some good money if you win. The bigger the initial don't pass bet is, the larger the don't pass odds bet is allowed to be. In other words, your maximum bet becomes bigger depending on how big you make that initial bet. So the strategy that I'm going to be just doing here is just playing, basically the don't on both, and uh, if I get a bunch of losing ones in a row, I can up the initial bets, and therefore upping also the odds bets, and hoping to make up for that, and see how much I can profit I can get and how quickly of a time here. They start you off with a $10,000 balance here, so anything above that will be profit. So I'm going to go ahead and put this full screen and get started. I'll just start with $1 and I'll just put $1 on a don't pass and a roll. Okay, now it says here, that's why I also like this as simulators, because it shows you that what the max bet is. So $6 is the max bet, so I'm going to make the max bet on the don't pass odds. Okay, now if I check over here, see, now I can also make the don't come bet, because now the puck is on. I already made that bet, so now I can make the don't come bet. So I'm gonna bet $1 there as well. And then once we roll, if another point is made or something, then this will go and over one of these points, whatever point is rolled, and then one of these in here will be here. Well, let's see, what is it? Right up here. The ones in the upper left corner are the don't come odds for whatever point comes up. So let's go ahead and roll and see what happens. Okay, so 7 came up, which means that my don't pass and don't pass odds bet won, and the don't come lost, because on a 7, that would be a come for that. You see what I'm saying? So that one lost. So $4 in profit. Let's go ahead and just do the same thing again. Okay, that's a 7, so that's just a loss right off the bat. So I'll just let's say, you know what? Since I lost that one, I'm gonna place a $2 bet. Let's try that. Okay, so how much can I? So I can bet 12 then. Okay, and then here I'm gonna bet 2. Okay, and we'll see where this goes. Okay, so yeah, this one lost because the point came up. So now here I can place, this is the odds here, and I can place $12 there. So I'm going to do that. And then here now, I'm going to, since that lost, I'm going to go ahead and bet, I'm going to bet 5 there. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and roll. Okay. Looks like that one lost. So I can bet 30 here. Okay, there it is, 30. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and bet 5 there. Okay. Ooh. All right. So I can bet 30 here. And I'm gonna bet 25 there. Let's see where this goes. Okay. I can bet 150 there. And I'm going to bet 25 here. Okay. All right. I can bet 150 there. Okay. And now I'm going to bet 25 there. Okay. All right. Now I'm up to 170. So you see what can happen here? Just by, with each loss, I raised my bet significantly. And then when I finally did win, well, now I'm up 170 bucks. I mean, normally I say when I do these things, oh, let's see if I can make 200 for the day. Oh, I'm almost there. Now let's go a little bit further. I see if I can actually hit 200 here before I stop. But I just want to show you, but this is all you do. You just keep making your don't pass and don't come bets as they become available. And this is why this is a great place to practice, because it shows you when you can or can't make it. And you're probably going to want to kind of read over the rules of craps a little bit too, so that you understand how it works. And then you just keep following this pattern. And then when you lose, you're making a higher bet. So if you got a good bankroll, you know, and you find a table with good limits, good minimum, good maximum bets, and you just keep doing this, you're going to have a better chance than anybody else. And then, people get superstitious and stuff. They get pissed if you bet on the dark side because they feel like you're betting against them. You're not betting against them. You're really betting against the casino. It doesn't what you're doing doesn't affect them in any way, shape, or form.